And we're back with another end of day PulseWave report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports based on the infamous PulseWave price trigger system, the best trading methodology on the planet. All right, this is a quick video. We're just going to focus on a couple of things here. This is come to me by way of request from the trading room. So here we go. The first chart is ADA Cardano. As you can see, we have now put in a primary rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Overhead trendline resistance is going to be the target that the market is shooting for. We still have a possibility that the market could fold once it gets back up here, but for now it looks like the market has circumvented the bearish pointer right here. It looks like it's satisfied itself, and now the market wants to set up for a bounce, trying to put in a short-term bottom. So we'll see what happens here, but so far that's what we're working with. All right, the next request that we got from the trading room is EOS. All right. So EOS came into today with a primary rally alert, and you can see we got that initial upside production today. There is still quite a bit of selling pressure here in the system, but I think the market wants to go in and put in a short-term bottom. Looks like we did a successful test of the bearish pointer here. As you can see, didn't take it out, but it did successfully test it, and now it's looking to bounce from that. We also have this gap, so I think the market is trying to recover from here, put in a nice bottom, and gear the market up for a rally. So we'll see. The overhead trendline resistance is around the $2.50 mark, so that's what it's shooting for now. Okay, the next up we have Litecoin. All right, so as you can see here, Litecoin came into today with a primary rally alert, and we did get that initial upside production. Market is finding itself confronted with the overhead trendline resistance and the bottom of the Kumo cloud. Both of these points mark a pretty strong resistance. As you can see, the last attempt failed. The time before that didn't quite make it to the trend line, and it failed. So we'll see if the third time is the charm, but it's looking like this market's trying to build a base for a point of rally as well. I think the market will have some problems, so once it gets up to around the 120 mark, we'll see if I am correct or no. All right, the next requested chart here is Ethereum. I like to use the futures on this one. As you can see, this market also came into today with a primary rally alert, and we did get that initial upside production. You're right there at the bottom of the Kumo cloud. The next target is the overhead trendline resistance. We'll put it around 2,800, and then the market will come up to another area of resistance around the 3,100 handle. So it's looking like this market is trying to get a little something going, but that constant selling pressure has now dropped off. It's come off now. So it looks like the door is starting to swing open for a reversal of fortune here. We still can't ignore this bearish pointer back here or the bearish pointer back here. But right now it's looking like the market is trying to overcome all the negative influence of the selling pressure. We'll see what happens as time goes on. All right, let's see. You got one more. You want to see APPH? I'll check and see if I have that. APPH. Yes, and you're right. It is traded on the NASDAQ 100. NASDAQ exchange. All right, so yeah, here we go. This is ticker APPH. All right, so this one here came into today with a primary crash alert, and we did get some initial downside production. Market's very close to touching the top of the Kumo cloud, which is the first area of support. The next area of support is down here around the $4 mark near the trend line support, followed by the bottom of the Kumo cloud, which is just under $3.50. So it looks like the market is topped out for now, and the bears want to come back in here and reclaim it. You've gone from the green, cross from the green zone over into the red zone. Um, Up until this point, though, you did have some stragglers, all right, some bullish positions, some hopefuls hanging on here. But right now, it's looking like the bears have now regained control of this market for right now. Let me check too to see if I have this on the reports. If not, I will add it for you so you can follow up on the dashboard. APPH, let's see. I think I have it, but I'm not sure. I don't recall this one personally, so let's just see. Okay, nope. It should be on the next report. So I just added it for you. Okay, let's see here. You said it does vertical farming. Not sure. I've seen them on the equities if they could be added. Yep, I just added it. So it'll be on the next report for you. No worries. I got you. All right. Let's see what else I want to show you guys real quick. Okay, yeah, here's oil. Oil has given us a primary crash alert now. You see this bar here for today. The trend line is right below 95, setting it around between 95 and 90. I think that's where you're going to see. Oh, I love you too, my man Thomas. I appreciate the support, brother. So I think that's where we're going. I think this one wants to test the trend line support. We really haven't had a test of the trend line support for quite some time. You got close here. You try to do a little something here, try to do it here. But I think this next one is it. I think the market has topped out. I think crude oil has topped out for the time being. Yes, I know you have the bullish pointer right here, and then you have a double situation, but this is more of a narrow range bar. Yeah, it's kind of a bullish pointer, but not as significant as this one. All I know is the market's pulled back for now, so it just thinks we'll just have to see. Let's see here. Got a question, Dex. Where can we listen to your thoughts on subjects that YouTube will not let you speak openly on? I love you hearing your thoughts and opinions. Thanks, man. I appreciate you too. Thanks, Kicking. Right now, we're doing those on our Discord. So if you go, and it also shows up on your dashboard. So it's a subscription. Instead of going on Patreon, we decided to go and do it on Discord. I think it's $10 a month, something like that. But that's where we're recording those. And what I do, what I've been doing is doing a series of them every week. I'm uploading content every week. My goal is to do at least two of them. I mean, not two, I'm sorry, three, at least three new broadcasts per week that I'm uploading. Right now, the focus is documenting the crisis, documenting, what's going on. And what I'm doing is I'm giving you a retrospective of everything that led up to the whole lockdowns, and then everything that led up to now war breaking out, the possibility of this laying the groundwork for World War III and other things of that nature. So I'm just going over a lot of just different things that, because this is my attempt to leave breadcrumbs for the future. So people looking back will be like, what really started all this? How come this couldn't be foreseen? I'm going to show you how it has definitely been foreseen. And even beyond that, it's being calculated and being done on purpose with theater involved, meaning that all of the parties and nations are in on it together. All right. Because they're trying to bring something about. So when they have these Bilderberg meetings, these G8 summits, G20 meetings, what do you think's going on in there? They're coordinating things because they have nefarious plans, and that's what it's about. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing all of my in-depth analysis are being done on Discord. If you go to pulsewavetrading.com, you can actually sign up for that. Like I said, it's $10 a month. Instead of going Patreon, we decided to go and do everything on Discord. So everything is there. You'll see what we have up there so far. I'm going to be adding a bunch of new content this week. Probably won't be able to add as much because it's been a busy week for me personally. So been out of the office a lot, but next week I'm getting back on the Grizzly, and we're gonna be adding more content and doing a whole lot more stuff. I'm doing more things here on YouTube as well. The pre-market post scan review. I've switched that over to Discord as well for our subscribers. But I will be doing a live morning. I'll still do live morning shows here on YouTube. I'll still do those, but they will be different. They'll be different. I'll be going over some, I'll be focusing on charts and economics and what's going on in different markets. And you can see what I'm doing, and I'll explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And it's going to be more so like that. So just different directions we have to go in, because it's not just the censorship that social media is doing, but they're also messing with you. They mess with your channels, and they control whether people will see your material or not. You know what I mean? So yeah, we have to do it this way. So that's what it is. All right. With that being said, that's all I got time for tonight. I'm sorry I have to cut it short, but I got to bounce. Like I said, next week I hope to get back on the grind, and we'll have a lot more daily content coming your way. So hang in there with us. In the meantime, this is our year. I cannot focus that enough. This is our year. It may be our last chance to amount, glorious returns in these markets, because what's coming, you're going to need every bit of currency that you can put together. I don't care if it's euros, pesos, yen, US dollars, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I don't care what the money is, gold, silver, doesn't matter. You're going to need money moving forward, because this inflationary process that we're seeing is going to quickly become hyperinflation across the board, not just hyperinflation in energy and food. Okay. So you're going to need money. I can't stress that enough. How are you going to get the money? It's not going to be given to you by the government. You can't depend on that. I've spoken about that for years, that I think the government at some point may cut off all the social net altogether, because they won't be able to afford to do it. All right. So I think we're entering a time period, a crisis period, where poverty and famine are going to be a global phenomenon, not just limited to Calcutta, India. All right. It's going to be global. All right. It's going to be a crazy time. And you're going to see the difference between the haves and the have-nots. The haves are going to have. They're going to not miss a meal. But the have-nots are going to be desperate. And I think we're entering a time period of very violent times coming as well. You'll probably need to go to the grocery store under armed guard, just to go to the grocery store, or to go anywhere. Anytime you leave your house, you're going to have to leave with armed security, or a gang of you and your people, or whatever, just to go to the store. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be crazy times, and you're going to need currency. All right. So how are you going to get this currency? All right. The only way to get this currency, the fastest means, the most reliable means of raising money, is through the markets. It's through trading. So regardless of how you feel about trading, how you feel about the paper markets, fiat currency, regardless of how you feel about COMEX or any other exchange, or what's all manipulated, the Federal Reserve, I understand all that. But this is your time to take as much of their money as possible. They're giving it out to you on a silver platter. All right. Wheat lock limit up for a week. Crude oil going bananas. Everything's going bananas. So why not profit from that, so you can have what you need? I don't care if they destroy fiat to the point where you need a wheelbarrow full of US dollars just to buy a Big Mac at McDonald's. I'd rather have that wheelbarrow full of dollars than to not have it and can't eat. So my goal this year in 2022 is to amass enough of a fortune for our subscribers that no one that subscribed to the PulseWave reports will be out there begging for bread. That no one under the sound of my voice that subscribes to the PulseWaves will be struggling. you'll basically be able to print your own money, because all you got to do is log onto your computer, look at your dashboard, choose the security, place the trades, and make the money you need. All right. That's why they're trying to make it really difficult. They're trying to cut you off from accessing the markets. All right. That's why they've been, pushing that KYC for everything. All right. They want to control the crypto markets. All right. Because there's no KYC. So they want to bring KYC to it. All right. That's what it's about. All right. That's why they're changing all these laws and rules and regulations. They want to tax you into oblivion. They don't want anyone to make it. So before everything kicks in, you need to get amass of enough money as possible. Because again, I'd rather have it than not have it. All right. So do what you got to do. All right. With that being said, you know what it is. Smash that like button. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to say what you can and give nothing back. And we are out. Peace.